And it's the Thames Challenge Cup. That's the club men's 8th event, and we've got Deutsche Ruderclub Hannover von 1884 Deutschland on the Berkshire station furthest from us in the colourful kit, and Leeds Rowing Club nearest us in the dark blue and light blue.
Yeah, again, both crews off cleanly. And the Leeds Rowing Club crew here on the right-hand side. A little bit of steerage there as they get themselves off. Hanover really look like they've got a really high, the boat's really high out of the water and moving well.
So coming live and looking back down towards the start, we are about 700-800 metres into the race now, and we can see that, well, Hanover in the white, red and blue there are looking really strong. Yeah,
really cohesive crew. And you know, what looked like off the start, the boat was high out of the water. They had a lot of good boat speed, and the boat was just running cleanly. And here, as they got into the race pace rhythm, the boat is carried on moving really very nicely. And I like the way their blades, and we talked about the girls' crew earlier, and this guy's crew here, their blades are a bit more accurate and they don't miss quite as much, and the boat just runs off a bit more.
Really good to benefit from your expert eye, Adrian, as somebody who really studies the science of this. So talk us through exactly what's going on with the oars. You were just saying that.
So as the athletes come into full compression with the knees really bent, you need to put the blade in the water at that point. And otherwise the boat just runs away from you, slows down a bit more. So here they're quite good as they slide forward. They anticipate. They don't do it quick or hard, but they just anticipate the slide and just put the blades in.
Right, so I can see that here. They're just quite fluid at the front end then. The oars are just going sort of vertically straight in, and then the legs connect and push.
Exactly. And also the entry is part of the recovery, so you're actually relaxed. It's not any effort required to do that properly. Once it covers, obviously there's a load there from the water, then you need to put some grunt on it. But on the recovery and the entry, it's just relaxation.
So relaxation at one end and a bit of grunt on it at the other. You heard it here first, Adrian Cassidy, one of our top technical coaches.
A grunt wins quite often, doesn't it?
You always need a bit of grunt. You always need a bit of power. So yeah, a powerful crew rowing well is really what we all aspire to be. Yeah. And umpire John Hedger there, you can see just warning the Hanover crew to stay away from the centre line, but you can see on the marker, the 3/4 mile marker that they've just run through there, so they're well into the third quarter of the race here, and Hanover have got clear water, probably a length and a half to 2 lengths of clear water over Leeds.
And I think that's one of the things, the crew obviously has got a long enough margin, it's not really going to impact directly on the other crew, but John Hedger's just trying to be fair, so the other crew doesn't have to row in the wash of the German crew.
Credit to the Leeds crew here. It's a tall ask to race the crew who've come over from Germany, and they're certainly playing a good hat game there. I think stars in the eyes of Craig Jackson in the 4-seat, but they've got some work to do if they're going to be winning the trophy here, because Hanover have made their intentions very clear right from the beginning.
Yeah, they have, and then looking at the pedigree, the Hanover crew really does have a bit of a pedigree of racing for quite a few years. And this is also, it's quite good to highlight the Thames Cup, and this is a club event, so most of these athletes have got jobs and family lives and that kind of stuff, and they're training 10 times a week during the winter, so it is quite hard. They'll take unpaid holiday for this week to come and race at the regatta.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, the Hanover crew actually has got the benefits of some younger athletes of 18, 19-year-olds, but they've also got Cornelius Dietrich in the 6th seat at 31 years, and actually that's a key seat in the boat, isn't it? That's really the rhythm section, and the experience there is quite helpful. At 6 you can call to the stroke and 7 in front of you to give them a bit of advice or experience, and you're also the link man through from them to the rack to the rest of the crew. So experience in the 6th seat, some youth, 21-year-olds at 7 and stroke in Tom Otis Branders and Artem Kastrian in the Hanover crew, and they've done a really nice job this race.
Yeah, it's a very well-drilled crew here, coached by Milan Zambasevic. I'm sorry if I didn't get that quite right. Just really elegant style and just very simple in the way that they row, and making their way comfortably here down this regatta, the steward's enclosure.
So yeah, really good run down the track in the first round of the Thames Challenge Cup. First round today of this trophy. Super fierce competition always for club rowing in the Thames Cup. And well, Hanover will be pretty happy with that performance as first run out down the track, get the sense of the landmarks, practice the race calls and the race plan without too much pressure from them. Clapping the sides of the boat in appreciation as their opponents cross the line. Leeds Rowing Club, a great effort from them, but Hanover really were masterful from the start.